Good evening, everybody. I wanted to come on here. Well, I'm actually, honestly, okay. So, I had to go to my daughter's last band competition. This is her senior year, and I had to drive like 35 minutes away so I could see her band competition she were on. And I left early because it was cold and I wanted to go home. So, I came on here because I just wanted to talk about, the Bryan Kohberger and Idaho 4. And, I don't have, like, my opinion, my theory is that I honestly, as of right now, I don't see enough evidence for Bryan to be convicted. However, I've been looking at the evidence and I've been researching burden of proof, criminal law, and all this other hocus pocus stuff. And I'm like, I was doing a like a little, you know, one side, like guilty and not guilty, you know, verdict thing. I forget what it's called. Like a pyramid. It's on the tip of my tongue. So, and what the prosecution has to prove, they got to prove without a reasonable doubt that the evidence has to be there. So, and that's, the state has to prove that he actually committed these murders. And then the defense has to prove that the state is wrong. So, excuse my language, I'm just driving and I just don't like people up on my butt. But I'm doing 65, so it's all right. Anyway, so I've been going over and I went over the PCA and I watched some other videos. And yes, I watched Jay Humbre. I love him. I don't like the last couple ones, but that's his opinion. You know. Anyway, go back to my opinion and what I think. So I've been studying, the burden of proof, and I've been comparing stuff. And I go on the PCA, and I do go on, I do go look at the search warrants, and I go look at all these court hearings, and I go review the court hearings, and review them, and re-listen to Siren, re-listen to this, and re-listen to that. And then I listen to, a whole lot of other people. So, what I believe that could happen, and I can't just say, oh, it was cartel related, drug related, whatever. I'm not going to even go that way. At first, I said the way that the young adults were unalive, to me, seems like it could, not for sure, but it could be some kind of, you could say gang or drug related, and that's why they were targeted. I don't think it was the house that was targeted. I think it was the people that were in the house targeted. And it could be one of the people that were unalive. It could be the roommates. It could have been somebody. And then I'm thinking, well, I found a picture of DM looking at Kaylee, and I'm like, oh, I don't like that look. I'm older, and, my daughter is their age. So when she takes pictures and these people give her dirty looks and all that, I'm like, why doesn't she like you? I don't think DM like Kaylee. That's my opinion. I just don't see her liking her. The way she was just looking at her in that one picture, just like with those squinky eyes, like, ew, I don't want to be near you, but I'm going to take a picture with you. Huh? Like, I don't like that. I just don't have a good feeling about her. And so I go on that, and then I listen to other people, and I see the people that are saying he's just guilty. Oh my God, he's guilty. I said, well, where's the evidence? And they tell me, oh, well, it's the DNA. And I said, okay, well, do you have a picture of him in the house? No. I said, oh, is there a picture of him in the car at that house? No. Okay. So you tell me how guilty he is and show me that, then we'd be good. You know, then I'll be like, okay, well, he probably did commit the murders. But I can't say that. Because even when Anne said, I think it was the May hearing, the beginning of May hearing, when she said, Your Honor, Bryan is innocent, right? And then she said, I'm not sure if it's the same hearing or not, but then she's like, we need that video because you know the defense is, not defense, the state's going to use it. So I'm here looking, I'm like, what video are they talking about? You know, and then you go over what Cy Ray says. You have all these videos. And if it's just a video of a car, and they can't say, oh, that's Bryan in that car, and they don't have his plates or anything. And even, okay, even if they did have a video of him driving around, doesn't mean he commit those murders. I just have to make that clear. It doesn't mean he commit those murders. It doesn't matter what the police say. The police are just bullshit right now. Because everything that they're saying, everything that is going on in these court hearings and all that, and you see Mr. Santa Claus, and I'm telling you, I do not like that prosecutor. I don't like him. Mr. Santa Claus, I don't like him whatsoever. Or Billy Bob Thompson, or whatever you guys want to call him. I don't like him. I don't like shady people, okay? I don't like law enforcement that's going to say one thing and they do another and then they lie about it, right? I deal enough with that over Dulce's case. And believe me, one day I will get into that. I'm telling you with Dulce's case, and nobody wants to listen to me. And I've been working on that case since she went missing. Let's not get into that one. I'm not in the mood for that one right now. Anyway, haha. I just can't. When the way that the defense is going gun-ho on this stuff, and the way the state is acting, and the way, and let's talk about the grand jury that the state, all of a sudden had to go get. Do you realize why they did that? Because if they went to preliminary hearing, right? If they went to that preliminary hearing, the state didn't have shit. Okay, they don't have nothing. I'm telling you right now, they don't have nothing. And I believe my feelings because I've done a lot of research on this. I don't care what anybody says. They don't have anything on Bryan. And Bryan knows it, and Ann knows it. Only thing they might have is that one video of a car or something that could place him near the house. Doesn't mean he's inside the house. Just because you got the knife sheath doesn't mean he committed the murder. And I will post those things that I found on for the burden of proof. It says that's just it's not speculation. It's I forget what it's called. I don't have my notes in front of me. It'll come to me eventually. And I don't feel like looking on my phone because I am driving. So anyway, I just want to say this, just because let's just back up, because I'm going all over the place, and I'm good at going all over the place. That's just me. That's why I don't do a lot of lives. because I go all over the place. I like to have my notes with me and everything. So I'd like to write my stuff down. But unfortunately, that's not, I can't do that while I'm driving. You know, I'm almost home. Anyway, but I gotta go get my coffee. I gotta go get my daughter something to eat. Because when she comes home, she's gonna be like, Mommy, I need something to eat. I'm like, oh my God, you know, my nerves, girlfriend. She graduates this year, thank goodness. But so it won't bother me no more. Let me ramble on. Anyway, back it all up because I don't make some. I do jump all over the place, but let me just back it up. Let's go over the PCA. Let's go over what the police supposedly said that he did. So they got the phone towers. He pinged off the phone towers. From my research, is that, and then I talked to somebody that knows about the phone towers, and he's helping with the Dulce's case, and I did ask about that. He said the phone towers, one phone tower goes 3 miles out. So even if Bryan's phone hangs over there, right? Hangs in Moscow, he could be 3 miles away. And I think they went over that. And I think there's like different towers and everything, but I didn't do too much studying into that. I'm starting to now, so I can realize that. I understand that more. So you have the phone towers. Then the police say he left at 2:52 in the morning. Then his phone went boop. He turned it off. Supposedly he turned it off. So you have the girls. You have Maddie and Kaylee, and you have Ethan and Zayna, and then you have Dylan, and you have Bethany, right? So Maddie was trying to call somebody, or maybe it was Kaylee. If I got it confused, I just don't have it in front of me. So she was making that phone call. She was calling from 2 to 2:52 or 2:55 or 3 o'clock. Phone went off. She stopped calling. That was the last time she called. Right? Bryan left his apartment 2:52. They said, according to police, they said that his phone went off, and then he was found around. It went back on like at 4:30 something. So they're saying that he was there, and they have him pinging. You know what? I gotta get my notes because I went a blank. All right. So the police say because his phone was offline, it was either he turned it off, airplane mode, or there's no service. And then Katie made her last call to her ex-boyfriend. Got that right. That was her last call she'll ever make to her ex-boyfriend. So around 4:07, Dylan heard some noises. I don't see how she didn't hear screaming or anything, because from what they're saying, how brutal those murders were, I'm pretty sure that they would be screaming. They would be screaming. She came out 3 times, and then the last time she saw a guy clad in black with bushy eyebrows. Okay. So when she came out, was there any lights on in the house? Is that how she saw him, with bushy eyebrows? Well, if there was lights on, where there was a nightlight, you would have seen more than just bushy eyebrows. You'd see his whole damn fucking face, right? It doesn't make sense. That's one thing. That's not actually a witness that can ID somebody. She can't ID him if you just seen the eyebrows. A lot of people have bushy eyebrows. And I know a lot of people went over that. About 5'10" or taller, athletic built. Okay. Doesn't mean it was Bryan. Then she didn't call the police, or no one called the police until 11:56, that's just bullshit. Because if I was to do that, something happened in my house, and I heard those noises, and I didn't call the police, and I woke up, and I'm like, oh my God! Call my friends! Right? And then call the police. I would be in trouble for that. I would be in trouble. I don't know. Those laws in Idaho, they're just like crazy over there. Because in New Jersey, oh no, they don't play. So, from, say, 4:30, supposedly 4:30, they were, they were gone, unfortunately. Very sad. And they didn't call the police until 11:58. I am pretty sure after a couple hours, it's within 2 to 8 hours, livor mortis starts to happen. And you can go look that up because I don't have a definition in front of me. Livor mortis. I was just reading into that. So, say they woke up around 9. Okay, they've been gone for 4 hours. It's supposed to be very bloody scene. You didn't smell any odor. You didn't smell nothing? Alright, so I know it's not the same thing. But animals decompose the same way, right? My dog passed away, middle of night. I don't know what time she passed. This was, it was last year. So, the night before, I said goodnight to her, and I knew she was going to go, but I just didn't know when. We gave her a kiss. We went to bed. I woke up at 5:30, quarter to 6, and I came downstairs. I'm like, oh my God, what's that smell? So, I turned on my light, and I said, oh my God, Mommy, that was my dog's name, Mommy. And, she wasn't alive, and she smelled. So, she did her last pee and poop and all that whole stuff. And that's what usually happens, because when you pass, all your muscles relax. Everything relaxes, and you do your last bowel movement, you do your last urine, that's all last. And of course, when that happens, that has a smell, right? Poopy has a smell. Urine has a smell. So, they woke up, supposedly, say around 9, called their friends. Oh my God, this happened, blah, 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 blah. Friends come over. Whatever happened, whatever. They waited for their friends, then they called the police. You came out into that bedroom. Out of the bedroom, right? I am sure that you have to go pee, right? When you get up from going to bed and you get up from in the morning, you have to go pee. Because I have to go pee. Everybody goes pee in the morning, even my kids. Go to the bathroom. So, you went to use the bathroom, which I'm sure it's like really close to her bedroom. You didn't smell nothing? No? Okay. I guess not. I just don't see how they didn't know that they were gone. Because your body temperature goes down when you pass away. And you do have some odor. Bye. Not you guys. And there is an odor. After several hours, there's going to be an odor. And you're telling me Dylan or Bethany didn't realize that something was wrong and you saw somebody in there? I don't want to hear no excuses, because I hear people say, oh, well, maybe they thought it was their friends. Oh, it was a party house. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that their parents taught them when they get scared to call the police, right? My kids know. Like I said, my daughter was Katie's age. Actually, she was Zaina's age. Dylan's age. She knows if she hears something, she gonna call police. And especially you wake up and you smell something and you go check on your roommates. Even if you can't get into the door, you heard some fucking shit going on. You're not gonna call the police. You're not gonna go check on them. Or you're gonna go call your friends. I don't care if you're a part of the sorority or not. I don't care. I don't care. Doesn't matter. And then the police rushed. They rushed to find somebody. And that's my opinion. They rushed to find somebody. Anybody. They didn't care who it was. They rushed. Because when they did that tower dump, they had more than just Bryan's phone number in there. They had other people's phone numbers. And they just went so fast to check them out. Nah. And then you had to go in twice. And then you found the knife sheath. And you have these poor parents crying and everything. And you're not telling them any information. And I'm not defending the G family or anything. I'm defending all the parents. Nah. No. And then you're just saying, oh, well, we got DNA, and then we couldn't find it in CODIS. And then we had to send it off to another lab, and they had to send it off to another lab. And then we got Bryan's DNA. That's just bullshit right there. That's why the state can't use that. That's just bullshit. I don't want to hear nothing more. They've probably violated his rights. The only thing they have is the pings. And whatever video canvas they did, that they're giving Ann bits and pieces of, because they don't want her to see whatever video she's talking about, because it's a video that they're looking for. A video. A video is what the defense is looking for, and she knows it's there because it's in her records when the police gave her some bits and pieces of stuff, or the prosecution. It's in there. It's in there. Go over to the hearing, I think it was February 28th, when that Beatty lady and the freaking Santa Claus was there talking about it. And Ian was talking about that, right? It's a video. It's a certain video that they have, the state has, of a car. And it could be that gas station video. Just thinking. I wonder if it is that gas station video. That would be crazy. But they said they have no plates on it, so they can't just say it's Bryan's car. You can't tell whose car it is. You can't tell who's inside that car. There's no plates on that damn car. You can't say it's Bryan's car. Even if they're saying there's no front plate, you don't know what is in the back plate. Do you know if there's a back plate? No. Okay. So how you gonna go arrest him because of a video? Oh my god, I forgot phone pings, so sorry. I didn't know phone pings you can get arrested for. Boy, maybe the police are gonna arrest me because I have phone pings all over the place. Because of what I drive. I drive all over the place. Alright. Well, I'm back in my hometown. So I am done. 25 minutes. I did good. So I'm going to post this. Please don't be critical of me because I'll just lash right back out. I'm a very nice person. I just don't want people to be talking crap to me. If you talk crap to me, I talk crap right back. And I proved it in, like, because someone said something to me and, you know, I commented and I always say innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. And this person just wants to be talking. And look, I'm not in freaking college, okay? I can say the way I want to say it. Then wants me to apologize. I'm like, I don't owe you an apology. That's why I made that little community post thing. Made me mad. Who are you? But anyway. Oh, I gotta tell you guys something. I'm a Bryan lover too. Yup. I got called out on one of the Facebook groups. Bryan lover. Oh well. He's only 2.5 hours from me. So yeah, I will defend Bryan. I'm just joking. But he does live 2.5 hours from me. He lives in the Poconos. 2.5 hours. Anyway, I'm going to get off of this because I got to go over and get my daughter her food, and get my coffee, and answer my phone because I'm getting text messages like crazy. So, you guys have a wonderful night, and I do apologize because I was all over the place. If it doesn't make sense, that's just me, like, ranting. And plus, I didn't feel like talking to myself in my car, so I wanted to come on here and talk about it. And I didn't even talk about my theory, but, well, I talked a little bit about it. I was just talking about phone towers and all that shit. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and if I'm driving somewhere tomorrow or whatever, I will try to come on again. And see you later. Bye.